Time-lapse photography has become increasingly popular over the past few years, especially with the rise in high-quality camera lenses in smartphones and miniature action cameras. There's been a surge in the sale of egg timers where the more creative people adapt these for use as panning devices for their time-lapse projects. Here we have a more professional solution. Welcome to Ipsy's Tech Corner, where today we are looking at a new way of creating full 360-degree time-lapse projects, the Flow-Mow. Cameras mounted on rotating devices open up new possibilities for time-lapse videos by adding motion. The Flow-Mow unit can rotate your camera up to 360 degrees, providing a 2-hour-long pan, slower and smoother than any egg timer or other spring-loaded mechanism. This makes for longer and smoother time-lapse creations. But what makes this Flow-Mow any different to standard DIY egg timer units? Let's take a closer look. Inside the box we have a couple of Flow-Mow stickers, along with the Flow-Mow unit itself wrapped in some plastic packaging. We have no printed instructions or manuals within the box, as the Flow-Mow is intuitively designed and directions are printed on the bottom of the device as well as on the outside of the box. The unit as a whole feels well constructed and is pleasing to the eye. Weighing in at only 2.6 ounces, it's very light and very simple in design. Encompassed within the unit is a metal spring-loaded mechanism which is especially designed for slower movement during recording, allowing more information intake than previously possible. The exterior is constructed from a tough ABS plastic which has a soft touch feel. Around the outside of the device we have markings signifying the angle and length of time the time-lapse will last. Featuring a standard tripod 1/4-inch screw thread on top means almost any camera can be attached, and with the use of a tripod mount you can even attach your GoPro or mobile phone, which we'll take a look at in just a moment. Also on the top we have simple markings indicating which direction to turn the timer and set duration, and in which direction the mounted camera will rotate. The 1/4-inch thread at the bottom allows your Flow-Mow to be attached to a tripod or anything with a standard tripod screw mount. You can even use this to stack Flow-Mow units together in order to double your rotation speed, or start with double speed and end with single speed. The Flow-Mow is maintenance free and ready to use at any time. It requires no batteries and is designed for both indoor and outdoor use. Using the bottom thread we can attach it to a tripod, since when creating a time-lapse you want to avoid camera shake as best you can. The top thread can then be used to attach your camera. Although the unit is primarily developed for smartphones and ultra-compact cameras, it can take quite a heavy weight, and I've been able to successfully mount a full-size DSLR. But since larger cameras have a different center of mass, you'll need a sturdier tripod. Personally, I'd recommend sticking to a smartphone or small action camera like a GoPro. When using a smartphone, bear in mind you'll need an added accessory to provide a 1/4-inch thread. Something simple like this mount will be fine. Or you can spend some extra cash on a more sturdier solution like this Olloclip quick flip case. You'll also need a time-lapse recording application on your smartphone. There are plenty on the App Store, so feel free to take your pick. Cameras like the GoPro are especially suited since they have a time-lapse feature already built in and can be mounted to the top of the Flow-Mow with the use of a tripod mount. Simply set your time-lapse options and you're ready to go. Moving on, we need to place the camera in the position where we want the time-lapse to end. We can then charge the Flow-Mow by twisting it clockwise as shown on the top of the device. Motion can be set from anywhere between 0 to 360 degrees. Use the markings on the side of the Flow-Mow to set duration, and the unit is now in operation. This is one of the very few units that is able to run for up to 120 minutes for some nice long time-lapse recording. Because of its unique design, the status of rotation can be seen from a fair distance away, since we know the closer the points of the unit are to each other, the closer we are to the end of the time-lapse. If recording video using the Flow-Mow, note that the ticking noise means you won't be able to capture audio alongside the video without the help of an external microphone, which needs to be a short distance away. Since time-lapses tend to involve images rather than captured video though, this shouldn't be a big problem for the majority of users. At around 25 UK pounds, this isn't the cheapest solution out there, and it's the result of this high cost that most users tend to create their own units using cheap egg timer mechanisms. What makes the Flow-Mow different is the high quality construction and the overall design, making setting and checking the status of a time-lapse very easy, even from a distance. The fit and finish is of a high standard and the internal mechanism is very smooth. If you need to create long 2-hour lapses at full 360 degrees, then this unit is one of the very few that will be ideal for your project. Although costly, if you're after a neat, well constructed and robust solution, the Flow-Mow is as good as it gets.